Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Escapes the defender. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start the drive here with an end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
A big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Oh, let's go. Go.
Play action. It's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Shifts by him. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Perkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
That's pulled in by Brooks. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They will toss to Brown. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Anders Carlson now for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3rd down and 1.
Hey, going out. We're going out right here. Right.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. You look at this Packers defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. 7-7, our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10.
Pass the 60. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Bronco switch.
Brown not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 6. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Here we go.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Pass the street. 69.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I'm taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. Firing quickly. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And the return will stop right around the 25. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Ready.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check, check. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Back to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here we go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Ken. Go.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. First down now, but the clock continues to move. The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. design as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
Well, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And out of bounds right around the 20.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. An inside give, Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60.
Running right, here's Brown. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball. And I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
This 2nd and 4. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Brooks. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now Carlson for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a give up the middle. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. Now it's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter, and they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a 2nd and 10. This is Brown going up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
They give it to Brown. Gets past 1 man. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8, and the Bears take over.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go, son.
3rd down and 13.
Monday. Go.
Now Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Taken at about the 36. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Packers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action, Fields. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 114 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
3.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Carlson on for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Across midfield. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, shot. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Sewell. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Go. Cardinal.
Up the middle they go. Sewell. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And the ball is knocked out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Easy. Touch right.
And one last throw here for Fields. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.